it's Dragon Feather, and I'm going to start probably doing my videos here, which is right by my altar. Yes, so, I don't know, it just seems more in the mood than doing it in my bathroom, which is kind of random. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about travel altars, and if you should have one. Travel altars are basically a small group of objects or items that you use to represent certain things that would be on your normal altar. Just the very, very, very basics, and small and compact enough to where you can take it with you anywhere. So my travel altar is in a bag this size. It's a little on the big side. Usually people have them in a bag more like this size, but I couldn't find items that were small enough to fit in this. This is actually my Tiger's Eye runes. So, with that being said, let's carry on. The first two items you should have is a god and a goddess representation. And you can use these little, they have little goddess and god statues. The goddess is going like this with her arms round, and the god is going like this with his arms sort of square. But what I use for my goddess and god representations are this, which is my my sun representation on my altar, and this, which is my moon representation on my altar. And I use these because they're small, and they are, like, they travel well. Even though the lid comes off of this all the time, I don't know why, I just don't use this as the god representation. But I'm still looking for a good one, and I think in ceramics I might just actually make god and goddess little figurines, and, you know, there you go. So, anything that you can find that represents the god and the goddess for you. The next thing you'll need is two candles, a god and a goddess candle. And you can get these in any colors. Mine are just in white or ivory or something. And you can write god on it or goddess, or just put them by the objects you use to represent them and then light them in front of them. That's what I do. And yeah, and if you're in a place that's easily flammable, don't light these, because you don't want to start a fire. That's the last thing you want to do. So make sure, if you're using these little tea lights, that you're just like setting them on a flat surface, and if you're outside, be careful. Put like dirt around them, like a little dirt circle around them, just to be safe. The next thing you'll need is a pentacle. I guess this isn't necessary, but I take this wherever I go. It's just my little pentacle that I got. And it's pretty decent size. It's about the size of my actual face. Not my head, but my face. And yeah, I just usually lay it down flat and put all my element representations around it, on top of my altar cloth that I use, which is the bag, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but I use this as my altar cloth. The next thing you're going to need is elemental representations, and I mean the 4 elements and spirit, or the 5 elements, however you choose to word those. And I use malachite for earth. I use sodalite for water. I use red tiger's eye for fire. I use citrine for air. And I use amethyst for spirit. And it really can be any stone of your choice. I'm actually making little squares at the moment that are like this big, and they have the element symbol on them. And if you don't know what those are, just search the element symbols. They're just triangles with lines through them, or just plain triangles, whether they're upright like this or inverted like this, and some of them have lines through the middle right here. And then for my spirit one, I use the heptagram, or the Star of David, with a squiggly line through the middle to represent spirit. Anyway, and the last thing you'll need is a wand, obviously. And you can pretty much use anything for a wand that's small enough. Like, you can use the end part of a feather, the hollow part of a feather, which is the thickest part, and it's hollow, so it's easier to channel your energy through. You can use crystal wands, which is what I use. These are 2 of my crystal wands. Mini crystal wands that I use for, they're just points, you know, that I use for traveling. This is my actual this is my altar. Yeah, this is my altar, guys. This is my Isis crystal, and I use it because my patron goddess, or matron goddess, is Isis. I need to figure out the difference between the two. And you can tell by the pentagram shape right there. It's very cool, I love it, and I did a ritual and offered this to her, and she accepted it. And then I have the citrine, which is a citrine point, and for those of you guys who watch my videos a lot, you'll know that that citrine makes my hand go numb if I hold it too long, so I don't really use it for a one. I use it for healing though, and cleansing. And that's pretty much it. You can also add other things in there. Some people have mini cauldrons. I've seen cauldrons that are like this big. No, I'm not kidding. I don't really know what you'd even use that for besides decoration, but some people bring incense sticks with them and stick them in the ground and then light them. Another thing that would be very handy to have, but I ran out of, is matches. You can bring a lighter, but my lighter's like this long, so I don't really want to bring that. You can buy the pocket lighters, the ones that you just hit like that, but if you hold those too long, you'll actually burn your finger, so be careful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and let me know, and I will help you out. And I hope this helped, but until next time, blessed be, and bye.